Hello, youth group families. Oh my goodness, I miss you so much. I hope that you all are doing well and you've been able to enjoy the sunshine these last few days. I feel like the warmer weather and the sun has completely changed my life after several months of being mostly cooped up in my apartment. So I hope you and your families have been able to enjoy getting outside while also still staying safe. So I wanted to send an update about some interim transition that we're gonna see happen over the next few months for our youth group. So as many of you know, 2 years ago, Highrock North Shore planted a church in Haverhill, Massachusetts, so that people beyond the North Shore and into the Merrimack Valley would have an opportunity to connect with God, God's people, and God's purposes. And Highrock Haverhill has been so dear to the hearts of so many Highrock North Shore members because so many of the people that we love went and launched that church. And so over the course of the last 2 years, as that church has kind of grown from being an infant to a toddler, it has been such a joy for those of us at Highrock North Shore to see them grow. Well, we have a specific way that Highrock North Shore is going to be able to support Highrock Haverhill in the coming months because Pastor Matt from Highrock Haverhill found out that he's actually going to need open heart surgery. What's going on is basically he found out that he has a genetic heart condition that is similar to Louis Dietz syndrome. And what's happening is basically his aorta is enlarged to a dangerous measure right now. And so the doctors have said this is something we shouldn't put off. So Matt is actually going to undergo open heart surgery on July 2nd. Now, anyone undergoing open heart surgery knows that this is a pretty serious surgery to undergo. And so our church is hoping to find and to step into very specific ways that we can be supporting Highrock Haverhill so that Matt can fully focus on recovering. And so the primary way that we're gonna see that happen is that for the next 2 to 3 months, as Matt has his surgery and then recovers, I'm actually going to step in as the interim pastor at Highrock Haverhill. So what does that mean? Well, it means that for the next 2 to 3 months, from pretty much this coming week through Matt's recovery, I'm going to actually be transitioning my focus and my time and my energy specifically to the Haverhill congregation. But have no fear, we have a plan for what that's going to look like at Highrock North Shore and specifically for our youth group. So many of you, especially if you've come from Dane Street, know Barrett. And Allie has served faithfully at Dane Street literally her entire life, but specifically with the youth group for the last several years. And even in our adoption of Dane Street, Allie has been such a key, inspirational, and such an incredible voice and leader for our youth group leadership team and for our students. And so Allie is going to step in as the interim youth director, and then also Elizabeth Norcini, who's been leading for the last 2 years, is entering her 3rd year as a youth group leader, is also going to be her right hand as they continue to plan and have events, both virtually and hopefully some socially distant in-person events this summer. We are in the process of planning out the calendar together and putting a skeleton of a calendar together so that we can continue to have consistency and connection for our students this summer. We know that in the midst of this COVID crisis, that both of those things, consistency and connection, have been difficult at times. And so we still want youth group to be a place where our students are able to know they are seen and they are loved and they are valued, and also a place where they can have some fun, let off some steam, and really enjoy one another's company. So we are looking into what it might look like for us to continue both with consistency and connection this summer. So pretty much for the next 2 to 3 months, Allie and Elizabeth will take the reins for our youth group. We are also still planning to partner with Pilgrim Church. I know for especially a lot of our Dane Street families, that Pilgrim has been such an integral part of your youth group experience, and we love that. And so Pastor Valerie, John, and Amanda are also in the know about this transition, and will continue to as much as Pilgrim wants to be involved with planning and with running both virtual and potentially socially distant events, they will be a part of that as well. And so over the course of the next few weeks, you will likely see me less and less, and see Allie and Elizabeth in particular taking on more of the logistics, more of the implementation of our events, to which I have full confidence that they're going to do a wonderful job. So all in all, I really would ask for both your grace and also your prayers. Your grace because, to be honest, guys, I'm really going to miss you. My hope is still to be able to pop in every once in a while to let you guys know that I love you. But it's important that in order to care for Highrock Haverhill and in order for Pastor Matt to be able to fully recover and to rest and not have to have his mind in a million places, it's important for me to be able to transition my focus and my attention to caring for Highrock Haverhill and for their staff. But to be honest, I love our youth group so much, and I am going to miss being present with you guys super consistently. So as we figure out all of the kinks to making sure that we are caring for your students and doing so in a way that is faithful to God and to you, we'd ask for your grace. And then I'd also ask for your prayers. I've never been a lead pastor before. And so I'm a little bit nervous. Even though I have full confidence in what God has been doing in Haverhill, I would love your prayer that I can faithfully love and serve them. And I'd also love your prayers for Allie and Elizabeth. I have so much confidence in who they are as people of God and as leaders and as individuals who have loved and served faithfully. And I am so excited for them to have this opportunity to step into this over these next few months. And I honestly could not have more confidence in them. And so I'd ask that you would pray both for me during my time in Haverhill and then also for Allie and Elizabeth as they lead. And then lastly, I'd ask that you pray for our youth group. Our students are incredible. The last few months have shown me the depth with which they think, have showed me the desire for connection, and I have been so impressed by the grace that they've offered to each other, the excitement that they've had to share stories, and the power that I've seen the Holy Spirit really continue to work as he has unified us and allowed us to connect with him more deeply. And so I am so excited for what these next few months will bring as we hopefully continue to discern, along with not only Highrock North Shore, but even our network, what it will look like to continue to connect with each other as we consider eventually what reopening and being able to be more consistent with each other might look like. All right, friends, please know if you have any questions or thoughts, you can reach out to me, reach out to Allie, reach out to Elizabeth. We will have an email out in the next week with contact information and with a skeleton of what the summer is going to look like. And hopefully we will be able to answer any questions that you might have. So I love you guys. I'm so thankful for you. And I look forward to seeing all the ways that God will work and move and teach us about who he is and the invitations he extends to us in the coming months.